own the bicycle store here, and we really, have a great store. But I like art as well, and I thought I had this idea about a year ago, and a year and a half ago, and I bounced it off of another guy, and this other fellow, Zed, caught on to it, and he kind of helped run with it. But we just wanted to put together an art show here in this space because it's a beautiful old building, 100-year-old building, and it kind of lends itself to art, and I have friends that are artists, and that's kind of how it started. And then we had an open entry, open submission for artists, anybody that had a bicycle-related artwork. And last year we had a great show and had a lot of fun with it, and so we thought, yeah, we'll just keep on running with it. And this year, there's some fabulous stuff. I've seen a lot of really good photography, some phenomenal oil paintings, watercolors. There's one sculpture piece that it's kind of neat. The guy made it out of old willows, and it's just an old-fashioned bike. And there's some other things. We got a wind catcher, if you will, that's spinning in the wind right outside the window right now. That's kind of a fun one. But yeah, it's just a variety.
You know, for me, I do all watercolors, and I like to paint places that I've traveled and places I've been. And so for me, this was just a scene that stuck in my mind. Everybody in Europe rides bikes. I saw old ladies that are 90 years old that can barely walk riding bikes, and little kids. Everybody rides bikes everywhere. And I just happened along this street one time, and there was just no people, but all these bikes. And I just thought it looked really cool. I just kind of wanted to capture that.
This is a film, we call it Bike as Works. A buddy of mine and I, we went out to a bike co-op in Tucson, Arizona, where we re-shot different aspects of the location, and I recorded sound for different aspects of the location, and we ended up editing it together as a documentary and doing, putting the sound together in a very more abstract way. So no interviews, you see people, but they're not talking to the camera, but just what the space is. So there's a lot of bike parts. You'll see a bunch of forks outside, all lined up. There's about 50 of them. It's just kind of the poetry of such a place. This kind of a film we'd send to a festival, and it'd be the only bicycle film. So it's very rare that we can find a festival that celebrates bicycling and bikes and the art that comes from it. And so it's cool. It feels great.
Yeah, I've been a bike mechanic since the early 90s, and I normally do landscape paintings, and I was just inspired to do some bicycle paintings for the Gallery Roll last year. I think it was just like the man-made, the elements of it, the metal, and thought metal was the aluminum was a difficult subject to paint, so I thought I'd try to tackle that, and with the reflected light and that sort of thing.
I have a hard time picking favorites, but any of them that are just, it's nice because there's action photography of people, actually riding. There's some of the watercolors. There's a couple of them that are based in Europe, and other just nice little still life type subject there. And then there's just some people are just really creative. I don't know. I like the whole variety.
I really appreciate the fact that a place like this and a business like this would go to this much work to promote arts and to let artists show their work. I think that's great.